women to want boobs to look good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They should look good.
Right.
Whatever you want.
I'm not eating these.
I love gummy bears.
This is the topic that we're not supposed to talk about.
Oh, we're talking
So
about that?
we're getting dressed, and then Maria's like, oh, blah, 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 but I don't want to talk about that right now. And I was like, and yes, we do. And that's why we created Truth Serum.
Yeah. These are all good stale. Anyway.
Because we're talking
What's
about
today's topic?
No, okay, so today's topic is the topic that you don't want to talk about, which is weight. Which is what we're eating, which is what we're not eating, which is exercising, which is, oh my God, I'm taking up too much space in my body, and I want to release the weight and have it go on to that other woman that I don't like.
That's very catty, and we don't do that.
I know, but have you ever really thought seriously? What? Okay, so I'm into like the universe stuff, right? Like,
yes,
I believe in energy.
Yes.
And energy does not disappear, like it just transforms.
Right. We're all energy. We're all made from energy.
Correct.
Yes.
So when I release my energy of fatness or whatever that I don't feel well, where does it go?
Where does it out?
Where does the fat go? I don't know. I mean, yes, right? You pee it out?
Yes.
So
you sweat it out.
Or you sweat it out. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is since COVID, I have gained
10 pounds.
10 pounds.
I've gained 10.
10 pounds. And I am going to be full disclosure. I was at 155, and you'll see it in some of the episodes. And you look really nice because you have like bright, natural light shining in on you. I want to sit there.
In the studio?
Yeah. Well, they have the skylights. That's what makes it so fun here. Because it's like an open space. I mean, of course, they've got cobwebs over there. But so I was 155, and now I am
I'm not telling you my weight.
And now I'm 143.
Did you say 143?
143.
Now, what did you do to get healthy? Right. What did you do?
So,
what?
I stopped drinking for 2 weeks.
Really?
Except on Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay.
For 2 weeks, and that worked, okay? And I stopped eating. Now, everybody knows, and we love Scott. And since I've known Scott, he eats at 10 o'clock at night. And we have our family dinner really, really late, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And I decided to go with a food manufacturer. It's basically glorified TV dinners, but they taste good.
But they're whole foods, right? It's not... You get to pick...
Yeah, I get to pick a menu,
and
and you just throw them in the microwave and you eat them and you chow them down. And they have different kinds, a keto diet, a veggie diet, no dairy diet, blah, blah. So I went with the low carb diet, not necessarily low calorie, but low carb. Of course, I eat my Tostitos every night with them because I love corn chips. I love nachos. I love corn chips. And I wasn't going to... And so this is what I'm saying to you. So what I learned from this experience... And then I exercised, and we'll talk about that in a second. I learned that everybody, just like everybody has their own story, their own birth story, their own death story, their own friendship stories, what works for me isn't going to work for you. And so what I love to share, and I love, but can you grab that book over there? I'm going to show everybody what I'm reading. This is really fun.
No one cares.
It's about me. Look, I'm blocking her face, okay? Because this is the book I'm reading. Just trying to get in there. It's really funny. So it's good. This is a great book. So he hired this
Jesse Itzler.
Yeah, I forget how to
Living
pronounce
with
his
a Seal.
Yep.
And what is it about?
It is about him wanting to grow and push his physical limits. He's a marathon runner.
So this was after he was a SEAL.
Jesse was never a SEAL, but this dude was a SEAL. Right?
He's lived with a SEAL.
Right, sorry. Okay. So he hired SEAL.
Got it.
That's all we call him in the book, SEAL. He hired SEAL to come live with him, and here he is with his family, which is really cute.
That's so funny.
And
his
wife is that woman that created the fabulous Spanx.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Spank.
I have some on.
Spank. Yeah. Thank you, Jesse. Anywho, I digress. But like always, what I've learned is just the basics, and this works for me. Push-ups, sit-ups, triceps, running 1 mile, walking. That's it. And food, like kind of just watching food. So I choose not to eat these. I choose to do that instead. Yes, that's the finger. I see which one you're doing. What works for you?
Nothing. But here's the thing. What you had said, everybody has their own thing. Until you make up your mind.
Make a decision.
And it's not even, you can make the decision.
You got to do it, right?
Until you make the decision consciously, subconsciously, and commit, it doesn't matter. Whatever diet, or whatever way of healthy eating you want to approach, or with exercise, you could get your friends involved, you can get your family.
Yeah,
but
there's apps.
Unless you take on that decision and that choice, it's not going to work. I truly believe that. I remember watching Mel Robbins, and she was saying, you know why that diet didn't work? Because you didn't make the decision to do it. And when you do make the decision, it doesn't matter if it's a Cabbage Patch diet, if it's the pineapple diet, if it's the walking,
or eat lots of bacon and eggs diet.
Right. It doesn't matter what one it is, because it's going to be a success because you in your mind made that decision to do it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Right?
Can we say and?
And the decision, you make the decision, and it works, but it never lasts.
And it never lasts.
And it never lasts because it was too hard to sustain.
Right, and to continue. So that's why I don't want to give this up, and I don't want to give my Tostitos up.
And you shouldn't.
Right, and I haven't, and I've still been able to in my head. And I got to be honest with you, I feel really good. Now, when I say sit-ups, I do 50 sit-ups in a row.
You do basic crunches, or do you
basic
full?
crunches? No, and I actually do it across chest, and I just do.
It's better for your back.
Yeah,
right?
all right, done. And I do 3 sets of 20 push-ups in a row. Done.
Full?
Yeah. Yeah. And it works. And I run 1 mile, not very hard, and then I walk maybe 1 or 2. And that's kind of it. Sometimes I go a little more than a mile, like a mile and a half.
But you're sticking with it, and it's
for
not
now.
so,
I mean, it's been 4 weeks, but I feel so much better.
But it's not so crazy. It's not so extreme.
Yeah. It's not cutting out like, oh, I can't eat a wonderful, wonderful pistachio.
I can't, because they're free here.
Oops, I just dropped it.
Oh, please.
All
right.
I'm
anyway.
not gonna eat these. See, I choose not to eat these. Though,
I don't like them. They're not peanut.
Well,
Kelly.
peanut.
Kelly, hello. My name is still not on these anywhere.
Still eat.
And I want peanut. I don't want plain.
I like the peanut. All right, anyway, so we're talking about food. We're talking about what works for you.
Yeah.
We're talking about find that niche. We all make excuses. You just have to go. You just got to go. You just got to go. You just got to go. And you can do anything for freaking 15 minutes. You can be freaking tortured for 15 minutes. So go on that damn walk and get your butt moving. Just walk.
That's it. Everybody can walk except for me.
Well, right. And you say everybody, but obviously there's folk, that can't. But, you do what you can to make, and it's what makes you feel good.
Yeah, because, the endorphins always kick in, right? And the fact that we shouldn't deny ourselves anything. If gummy bears make you happy, incorporate it. I think out of everything that's out there, I believe Weight Watchers is one of the best programs because you don't have to cut out anything.
Right.
You just make room for it.
Right. And trust us.
And it's a consistent way because you're not doing frozen foods or whatever. You're incorporating how you cook and everything into it.
Right.
So
and I had to make that work for me. So I pretend eat at 10 o'clock. So I had to
Scott know this yet?
Yeah. No. So he sees the food come in. He's like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, nothing. And I scurry it away. And what works for me is not eating. I don't really eat in the morning. I have coffee, and then I'll have a big lunch. So lunch can be anywhere from about 1 to about 4.
Some people eat their dinner for breakfast. And then they have cereal at night.
You know who did this? And we got to look this up because I thought this was interesting. Sylvester Stallone, when he was training for Rocky.
She's aging herself.
Yeah. Hey, Andrea. Was that his name? No.
Adrian! Adrian!
Andrea? I don't know. Andrea, okay.
This natural light is not doing anything for this fabulous face.
You got to move closer. He would eat lemon meringue pie for breakfast because you'd burn the calories off, and he really liked pie. Maybe it wasn't lemon meringue. I think it was lemon meringue though. I want to fact find that. And he would eat that for
Don't be
breakfast.
putting stuff out there that isn't fact finding because you will
please.
get pulled.
No.
Facebook.
Hey, subscribe because we need more subscribers. So I need you, please, right now to click on that little subscribe button.
We need
and tell your
170.
friends. We got it. No, we need 3,170. Okay, because this stuff is real, people. We're talking about real stuff,
Yes,
real things that matter. We're giving you a shot of the truth. At least I'm taking a shot. I don't know what she's doing. But this matters because as you get older, your metabolism changes and your body changes. And this is something we continually talk about.
But it's also
weight.
just taking care of, it's part of the taking care of yourself. And until you make that decision, and I haven't made that decision because I don't want to give up my gummy bears.
But you don't have to.
I don't have to, but I have to make that decision to be healthy and healthier.
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 Right.
And you can do it. It's got to come from you. It can't come from your friends. It can't come from anybody you see on TV. It can't come from any quick loss.
You can be motivated and inspired by them, though. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, I can be motivated and inspired by somebody, but you are 100% right. Until I made the decision to not eat at 10 o'clock and I took dinner in my own hands, and as a mom and wife, I felt, like, oh, it's on my duty. I got to, like, help the kids and do that. I'm like, wait a minute. For all these years, I could like choose my own food to eat. Like, wow, because it doesn't work. Like, I get up early in the morning.
You make Scott out to be the bad guy, and he's fabulous.
You've been married too long. I know. Bring him on. No, but I think the point of what I wanted to get across today is find what works for you. You're going to have ailments. I have my elbow hurts. Somebody else is saying their wrist hurts, so they can't do push-ups. And they go, okay. You find other things and other ways so you can be healthier. And it's what you feel. And I feel, by releasing that extra 10 pounds, I feel much better about sleeping, and my back doesn't ache in the morning. I seriously would keep a log between my knee, my elbow, and my back. So I know I'm a very analytic person, and I would keep this Excel spreadsheet, and I kept a log of what's my last thought before I went to bed, what was the first thought I think of when I wake up in the morning.
That's different, I think.
And then on a scale from 1 to 10, how bad does my elbow hurt? How bad does my knee hurt? How bad does my back hurt? And I would get like indigestion and stuff because I would eat so late, but I don't do that anymore. So I feel like, I'm like, wow, I don't ache as much. And I say 10 pounds is not a lot. We all have our own
it is.
crosses
10 pounds on
to
anybody,
bear.
5 pounds.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We all have our own crosses to bear, and 10 pounds for somebody is, they can do it.
Anyway, I'm tired of listening about her.
It's true, because this is a longer episode than I anticipated, but because we're very real and authentic, we really wanted to give you a shot of the truth on finding what works for you and being inspired.
Stop looking outside of yourself.
This inspired me. It inspired me for 1 day, 2 days, whatever days it is, and something else will inspire me next month and in the month after. Just keep moving forward, keep going,
keep moving
pushing.
forward. KMF. Here's to KMF.
KMF.
What do we always say? Keep moving.
Woo! Shot of the truth, all things that matter.